if the demand is dynamic, if we can find a way to have the supply side which can match that dynamic demand portfolio, then you are likely to be a lot more, efficient in the whole system end to end, right? From generation to consumption. Power sector or the energy sector in the beginning started as a generation led business, and then it eventually from generation went to transmission, distribution, and so on and so forth. Whereas in reality, as the demand mix changed over time, so when residential, consumer, commercial demand is a large part of the demand mix, then the certainty of demand is not that high. So at the end of the day, it's a dynamic demand situation, right? I mean, you're like Ashish was saying that you can have very different demand position and in a city, or for that matter, even in a small part of a city. Time of day demand, could be very different if it is especially a residential led demand. So the question is, if the demand is dynamic, if we can find a way to have the supply side which can match that dynamic demand portfolio, then you are likely to be a lot more, efficient in the whole system end to end, right? From generation to consumption. And wherever you can't match it, uh, globally, it has been, finally anywhere else in the world, if you look at it, people, energy costs are largely designed in such a way, or prices are designed in such a way that they are changing certain demand behaviors to avoid for unnecessary peaking that can be avoided. So it's essentially, so some kind of a flexibility and freedom to price around demand, in my view, will change consumer behavior dramatically. And it's been seen by industrial consumers everywhere in the country. Wherever industrial consumers are charged at peak demand rate, they have found ways and means to figure out their energy consumption in such a way that they don't have very high peak loads during the peak time. So I think time of day tariff or demand led tariff, or some kind of freedom in that, which is something which is being experimented everywhere and implemented in many places. Even here in Singapore, where I am right now, there is a lot of experimentation going on with multiple providers of energy, whom you can go to based on who sells at what price at what time, right? So I think those are the kind of areas where we are definitely going to have to head to, but we are in early days right now for the conviction to build in the policymakers on how to deal with this. But once that is done, arbitrage will come in, and everything from storage to renewable to distributed power generation will take off in a big way.